Well. Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's 8 p.m. KSA, and it is day one of Ramadan. So, Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Super delighted to have the session. It's going to be a short session, but because I understand the very nature of your evenings in Ramadan, but even the topic is very much in line with this first day of the holy month. So today, you might have seen from the title, I'm talking about gratitude. And gratitude, of course, in this holy month, we talk about gratitude, we practice gratitude. Today, I am going to give you that twist for how we can use gratitude for the workplace. Most of the time, we look at concepts from a religious, a spiritual point of view, and then, somehow, somewhere, when it gets to the professional world, there is a little separation. We think the word is played by different rules and everything. And I'm going to show today that we can use this amazing and powerful principle. It's actually a law, the law of gratitude in your daily life, in your workplace, for professional purposes, with amazing results from everyone, literally. But I'm going to show you like a step-by-step process on how to use gratitude, and how to apply it in the workplace. Hey everyone, good evening. Who is in here with me tonight? So yes, the salams are here. Good evening, Ziba. Good evening. Tell me about your experience with gratitude, Ziba. Tell me about your practice of gratitude. What are some of the applications? What are some of the things you see as happening in your life as a result of gratitude? Give me a quick win regarding gratitude, Ziba. Tell me. While waiting for everyone to join in, let me get you started. And I'm reading from Wallace De Wattles. You saw that quote in the description, and he says, the whole process of mental adjustment and attunement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. The whole process of mental adjustment and attunement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. Now, in the bigger scheme of things, you say, yeah, gratitude is important and so on. But if we put in perspective, if we put this quote in perspective, Marifay is here. Good evening. Thank you, Marifay. So if we put gratitude in perspective, like this quote about gratitude comes in a book. My mentor Bob Proctor calls it the Little Green Book, and it's the science of getting rich. What are the chances? What are the chances of having a book that talks about the science, of getting rich, where we have a whole chapter devoted to gratitude? And here, gratitude is satisfaction. Amazing. And gratitude is a way to opportunities. Absolutely. The only gate, in fact, the only gate to gratitude is the only way to riches. And Wallace De Wattles doesn't mean just the monetary side of riches. It's riches in your life. It's riches in your spirituality. It's riches in yes, gratitude is enriching. Absolutely. So it's riches in your health. It's riches in your professional career, to become more, to have more, to enjoy more. It's riches in the sense of what you have, so as you can give more. It's all of those things, and it's not reserved to just the financial aspect of it. So let's put this into perspective. So gratitude is not just oh, it's something we practice. So we say Alhamdulillah, and and that's it. Gratitude has like a deeper perspective on things. Why? Because gratitude connects us to everything. It connects us to all there is. It connects us to the universe. It connects us to God, to Allah, to universal intelligence, if that's what you want to believe. It connects us with something that we know for a fact is bigger than us. It can't be that all of this wisdom and all of this wealth in the word and all of this richness and all of these synchronicities and all of these galaxies and all of these things happening by divine order, by exact wisdom. It can't be all by accident. We know this for a fact of life. So whatever you call it, it's that thing. Gratitude is that thing that connects us to all there is. Now, a lot of times in the workplace, because I deal with a lot of career women and women and so on, and a lot of times, especially when we get stuck, when people get stuck, when people are not in that spot where they see themselves moving and so on, somehow, somewhere, there is a disconnect, is a feeling of higher order. I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. It's a journey to infinity. It's limitless. Oh my God. We have an enriching lady in here. Thank you. Thank you, Ziba. So yes, absolutely. All you've been saying is absolutely correct. And I said, like in the workplace, sometimes we think that things are played by different rules. We think that things are played by the ruthless rules of a very cruel world where it's the survival of the fittest and where there's a lot of hidden agendas, and we have to play competition and so on to be able to survive, and we lose contact with this powerful law, which is the law of gratitude. And I'm going to explain why the law of gratitude applies in every field, in every step, in every area, in every industry, across everything we do. And then we disconnect, and the end result is we start going on that roller coaster of dissatisfaction, frustration, anger, short-tempered. I have to kind of struggle and force myself into getting things. And a lot of times, yes, we can get stuff by struggling. We can get things done by working harder. We can get stuff done by positioning ourselves with some strength and so on. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's there's a point where you are kind of out of breath, where you say, oh, this is so hard. It's so hard. I get everyday women who say, this is so hard. I am. And most of the time, and I say, how are you doing? And they say, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. And this hanging in there, I'm keeping my head. If I can take another breath and I'm keeping my head afloat above the water, that's good. Hectic. It's hectic. And, you know, it's very much like a struggle, and it's the exact opposite of being in the flow. Now, why is that? Why is that? Because the energy of frustration, the energy of anger, the energy of the dissatisfaction, the energy of short-tempered, the energy of unhappiness, the energy of I'm not there yet, I'm not there yet, I'm not there yet, I will be happy when, I will be happy when. just is going to further distance you from what you want. Why? Because like attracts like. And if you are in frustration, if you are in anger, if you are in dissatisfaction, if you are, I'm not there yet, well, guess what? Your environment, the surrounding, is going to reflect, I'm not there. It's not enough. I'm never there. I'm always, almost arrive. I'm never there. I will be happy when, and so on and so forth. And it's always less than enough, less than enough, less than enough. Now, when we are in that vibration, we're going to attract more of the same. So, the first application of the law of gratitude, and let me read for you a little bit more from um, here on page 47. Wallace De Wattles says the law of gratitude is the natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. Action and reaction. In the Bible, it says, draw nigh unto me, and I will draw nigh unto you. Meaning, come closer to me, I'll come. So, the action, what are you putting out there in the universe? Yeah, so if in the workplace it's frustration, or I feel like I'm not treated in a fair way, or I feel like people are getting ahead of me because they have connections and so on, guess what? You are strengthening and perpetuating that vibration of I don't have connections, so I'm not there, and this is unfair. And we are going to further and further and further deepen the gap between action and reaction, and the reaction of the universe, the reaction of your environment is going to be in exact proportion to what you have given in terms of energy. This is by divine order. This was the grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the supreme power is a liberation or expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it is addressed. And as a result, God responds with an instantaneous movement towards you. Notice this: God, if you go in gratitude towards everything, God responds with an instantaneous movement towards you. How does it come? It comes in the form of your environment reflecting back to you. This is so powerful. So let's have a first application. The first application is when people are dissatisfied with their current job, they produce less. That's in this particular case, we say we are breaching the law. We are breaching the law. We are not in alignment. And you are going to see, you say, no, I'm not in a job that I want. Ramadan Mubarak. Hey, Ramadan Kareem, everyone. Hello. So you say, no, you don't understand, Dr. Nabila. This job, I'm done with it, and I want to be in that other job. And I say, be grateful for this one. What are three things you are very, very happy with, or you really like, or you are grateful for your current job? And they say, why? I want that one. And I say, that's because sometimes we just don't understand the law, right? The law of gratitude says, be thankful for where you are right now, and God will reward you from expected and unexpected sources. Again, in the science of getting rich, Wallace De Wattles says, listen, I'm going to say these two lines which demonstrate what I've just said. He says and this is in chapter 14, and I'm reading page 91. He says, whether you change your vocation or not, you must direct your present actions to the business in which you are presently engaged. Meaning, even if you are in a job that you don't like anymore, or you think you exhausted everything, you think you've given it everything, and now you feel kind of I'm just doing the work, I'm giving the minimum, it gives a paycheck. That energy that goes without gratitude is very, very powerful, because it's going to distance you from the next opportunity. So that's the first application. Do not distance, do not put away your opportunities for another job, for a better opportunity, for a promotion and everything, by being in a vibration that is less than grateful for where you are right now. Now, this is the second, um, the second thing, the second application. Most of the time, also when we look around and we see colleagues who may be younger, junior, older, not as performing as what we want them to be, but they are in our team. And you notice when you express gratitude, when you express gratitude to them, they are going to change. And I'm telling you, this happens every day in my life. When you have even like an employee who simply not performing at his best or at her best, when you express thanks to them, when you are kind to them and express gratitude for the mere fact that they are showing up to work and they are doing their best, you are going to see a surge of energy in them that is absolutely almost miraculous. And you start seeing them performing and demonstrating to you that they really, really, really want to be up to your standards. And what they looked like slackening and dragging their feet, and all of a sudden starts to become productivity and focus at work, and they want to work with you no matter what. And this is absolutely, absolutely, I mean, the most rewarding things I've ever seen in the workplace is that you can change the attitude of people around you by showing your by changing your own attitude. When you have a gratitude that, you know, I have this team, I'm going to work with them, I thank them, and I'm going to draw the best out of them, well, things are going to change, and the way you see people is going to change, and these people are going to change, and they are going to be up to your expectations. If not, they will surpass it. What does Wayne Dyer says? Change the way you look at things, in this particular case to your team. Change the way you look at your team, and your team will change. So change the way you look at something, and that thing will change the way it is going. So this is so, so, so powerful. What does it tell us? It tells us that between us and everything that is around us, there is a filter. It's the filter of our own judgment. It's the filter of how ourselves are viewing things, viewing people, viewing events. It's a judgment. It's an evaluation. When we change the way we evaluate what's going on in our environment, in the workplace, when we change the way we look at our colleagues are going to change. This is the most phenomenal concept I've ever studied, and it happens simply by going back to a place of gratitude. And here I'm going to talk about the third implication or application of gratitude. And gratitude, absolutely agree with you. We need to set the example. I love it. Gratitude has a strong connection with mindset. Absolutely. There is absolutely nothing that can beat a mind that is fully imbued in gratitude. When you are grateful, and especially when that gratitude, it's not just, you know, at the level of you know, it's not said like in a conventional traditional cliched work, alhamdulillah, and no, when you stay in it and you feel it, and you feel your heart really, really, really welling up with those feelings of gratitude, well, the universe, the environment will start reacting to you in exact proportion. What does James Allen says in this? He says, we think in secret. In his little book, As a Man Thinketh in His Heart, so is he. And he says, we think in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass, meaning the environment that we are seeing, whether it's positive or negative, is in exact reflection, in exact implication, in an exact mirror, so to speak, to what's going on inside. So when we start our day in the workplace with full gratitude, when we look at our colleagues, and I said, even if you might think, this could improve and so on, when you look at them with gratitude, when you thank them, when you look at what's going on in their work, and when you look at the positive things in their work, you are going to see that they are going to change. And this is by law. This is the law of gratitude. Again, in the psychological truth is, draw nigh unto God and he will draw nigh unto you, meaning come one step closer to me and I will come one step unto you. Now here's the deal. Gratitude. I'm truly grateful for you and for this class. This session is more like visiting friends and learning together. You make my day. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What if they treat you ungratefully? Hind al-Shadaifat. This is a very good question, and thank you for asking it. Treat them with gratitude and send them love. The people who bother you, think mentally of them and send them love. Why, Hind? Because we don't know what's going on in their life. We don't know. If they are ungrateful, it reflects them. This is a reflection of who they are. They are going through stuff that is making them ungrateful, and that explains how they are treating people like that. It doesn't need a reaction from you to return the lack of gratitude or the way they treat you. On the contrary, you neutralize and you help them, and you set the example by showing gratitude. And when you see them, you send them waves of gratitude and of love. And I appreciate what you are going through. I acknowledge your story. I acknowledge your struggles, because we don't know what's going on in people's lives. We don't know. I always remember that example of the gentleman who went in the train, and he had 3 kids with him, and the kids, so he sat down. He was kind of not giving attention to his kids, and the kids weren't taken care of, weren't clean and everything, and they were running right and left and right and left and jumping up and down the chairs, and the people were annoyed. The people were annoyed at why the kids were misbehaving, and so on and so forth. So one in particular, said, I'm gonna, ask the gentleman, why isn't he taking care of his kids? So he approached the man, and he told him, come on, shake a leg a little bit and take care of your kids, and ask them to sit down and behave in front of others. And the gentleman, he said, why aren't you paying attention to your kids? And the gentleman said, their mom just passed away with cancer, and we are going home, and we don't even know where we are going, and we don't even know if the landlord will let us in the home, and I have no idea where. So the men who asked the questions really, 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 really felt, embarrassed. Because we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what's going on in somebody's life, and we tend to judge and assess situations based on our own evaluation of things. When we remove that, when we say, I'm going to express gratitude, I'm going to send them love no matter what, not only do you neutralize the energy, the negative vibes in the workplace or anything, but you also, kind of help them better process their own day rather than add to it. This is in answer to Hind Al Shudaifat. Thank you for asking that question. Listen, here's the thing. Here is where sometimes we make a mistake in expressing gratitude. So we express gratitude only for the things that have happened. When something happens, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful. And actually there is a better way of express, let them do our duty is to send them love. I love it. Ahmed Morrison, good day to you, Ahmed Morrison. Ramadan Kareem, true, but ungrateful people can cross any border in believing that they are right. Let them. I love it. Can ignoring and avoiding such people who we know can be a way? Listen, you choose the way of love. You choose the way of love. You choose the way of appreciation, of gratitude, of love. And it may take a day, it may take a week, it may take a month, it may take a year, but they will one day remember how you made them feel. People forget events, people forget incidents, people forget what you did for them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Did you make them feel valued? Did you, in their moments of weakness, because being angry, being ungrateful, being unthankful, it expresses that something is going on in their life. And when you treat them with that kind of level, I guarantee you, there is going to be a day where they will turn around and they say, you know what? I just don't know how that person, was bearing me at work and was bearing all my craziness at work, but they will remember. To find an excuse for the others so we can move on. And you don't need to find an excuse, but just don't put value judgment on that. And that's by being always in a state of gratitude. And I was saying that in gratitude, the mistake sometimes that we make is that we express gratitude only for the things that have already happened. Now, here's the deal. We can express gratitude, start or try expressing gratitude for the things that you want to happen. There is this amazing thing about the mind. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you start mixing gratitude between the things that have already happened and the things that haven't happened, you are going to see amazing things happen. And if you want more information about how to apply this for professional purposes or even in your daily life, hashtag workbook, and we are going to send you the workbook for applying gratitude for professional purposes or in the workplace. And we will send it straight to your email. Not sure about that. If something is going on with our life, should we make others miserable? No, you shouldn't make others miserable. But most of the time, people do not realize that they are making others miserable. You see, what's going on inside is going to be reflected outside. What is the gap they are feeling, the anger they are feeling, the frustration they are feeling is going to get reflected. But here's the thing, everyone is responsible for his own energy and his own attitude. Because if you there are two things in terms of how we deal with situations like this where people are ungrateful. And I know somebody is still asking. It's one or two things. It's either you react, meaning you treat them in like manner. They ignore, you ignore. They are ungrateful, you give back. They are angry, you respond back. They, and it escalates. Or you respond. You respond, meaning you stay grounded in your own vibration of, I am 100% confident in myself and in what I'm doing and in how I'm responding. I'm not going to get triggered by this attitude. Everyone is responsible for his own attitude. So every moment in our life, we have a choice whether to stay in our own attitude or to be triggered, provoked by somebody's attitude, and then we fall in the trap of the reaction rather than responding. So when we are in react, we are controlled by somebody. Every time somebody does something to provoke us, we react. We are in a reactionary mode. When we respond, we are in control. So it's all about your choice, whether you want to be this or you want to be that. Now, hashtag workbook. If you want the workbook on gratitude for professionals. It's an amazing book, and it's going to give you like the worksheets where you can start writing your gratitude as I described it in this video. How awesome is that? Come on, let's go. Hashtag gratitude. Who wants the workbook on gratitude? It's a dedicated workbook that's going to help you put your gratitude every morning or every night before you go to sleep. Do this for 30 days, and especially it's Ramadan, and the vibes are really, really, really favorable for this, and watch what happens. So hashtag workbook and get your copy. I'm doing gratitude, and I hope you will be doing the same. The strategies explained in the workbook, follow it for 30 days straight. Don't stop. Don't stop. If you or try to do it with a friend, try to do it with a friend to hold each other accountable, and do this every day. 10 things you are grateful for, really, really grateful for. 5 that have already happened, and 5 that you want them to happen that haven't happened yet. And your mind will accept all of them and will bring all of them into your life and will amplify all of them into your life, as I said, because it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Have a great, great evening, everyone. I won't take you any longer. Have a great day. If in the US, I believe you haven't taken iftar yet. So have a great iftar. Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Hashtag workbook, hashtag gratitude if you want the workbook to do gratitude for 30 days with me every day. Every day. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.